So, Forest have put in a bid for James McAtee with Manchester City. Medical pretty much done with Dan Ndoye. And a rumour that's got me very excited. Welcome to your Forest transfer news. Afternoon, everybody. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to your latest Forest transfer news. Coming up, we'll tell you the details about McAtee. We'll talk to you about Ndoye, and please let it be true. A rumor. It's a rumor, but I'm going to bring it to you as well. So if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed as well if you are new. And I've got a video coming out probably later on this afternoon on Patreon about some interesting news I've heard about Marinakis. So if you want to check that out, it'll be on later in the afternoon over on Patreon. Scan that QR code or click on the link. All right, let's kick it off with McAtee. So it's been no secret, Forest have been chasing McAtee for a while now. If we go back as far as June, there was even talks about a potential player swap deal with McAtee and Morgan Gibbs-White when Manchester City were chasing him. However, McAtee kind of felt at that time like he wanted to go to Germany. There was talks about him going to Frankfurt, for example. And in fact, he went and flew out to Germany to check out the facilities there and one or two other German clubs as well. Obviously, he didn't like what he saw for whatever reason, because he came back to England and his decision is that he probably wants to stay in England right now. There are rumours to say that it was his dad that was pushing him to go out to the Bundesliga, but we are where we are now. And where we are now is that Forest have made a move on McAtee. They've put in an opening gambit bid of £25 million for the 22-year-old Englishman. And that was rejected. Now, before the Ops fans get on me and say rejected again, ole, 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 every opening bid pretty much gets rejected unless it's a release clause, right? So I'm not too fussed about it. And I actually think Forest priced it correctly, because McAtee only has 1 year left on his contract and he is a player that is actively looking to leave Manchester City. Therefore, 25 million I think is a fair offer. And if I'm Forest, I don't go much higher. Because of that 1 year left on his contract, because he wants to leave, because he's not really overproven in the Premier League. I know he had his loan spell at Sheffield United, but come on, man, who's going to shine in a team that crap? And then in the last season, he started to feel like he was breaking in and out of that Manchester City team. He has a lot of potential. I'm actually quietly excited to see what this guy can do in a Forest team potentially, with regular game time. But Manchester City want about 35 million for him, and I think that's a stretch, even by their standards. They seem to put a tax on their academy players because you've had Cole Palmer, Lavia, freaking everyone who's played Trafford. All of them seem to have some point or another played in either Man City's academy or Chelsea's academy. So there is, I don't care what people tell me, a tax when it comes to players that have come out their academy and with Chelsea's as well. But does this deal get done? I think there's a fair chance. I've seen that Everton are linked with him, one or two other Premier League teams as well. But remember, Forest can offer European football as opposed to those other teams. So that in itself is an attraction. Can this get done? My gut feeling says if Forest go back in, they don't raise that price tag. I think they add some bolt-ons, some add-ons onto it. Maybe 5 million in add-ons. So you're looking at 25 million plus 5. I think Man City would deal at 30 million, be that straight up cash or be that with the add-ons. So my gut feeling says 25 plus 5. But would you go that high on a player who has 1 year left on his contract, actively looking to leave, and isn't really I'm not saying he's not Prem proven. I don't really like that phrase anyway. But you know what I'm saying? It's not been a mainstay, I guess, would be the better way of putting it in that Manchester City team. So get your thoughts in. Let me know how much you value him at, or how high a price would you be comfortable at. So that's first bit of news. Second one to bring you is on Dan Ndoye. The first main part of his medical is now complete. He is sailing through it with no problems. And soon, hopefully, I'm not jinxing it, can be revealed as a Forest player. Once that medical's done, all the terms and everything are agreed between the clubs between the player and Forest as well. Now, the details of the deal are starting to come out now. It's a 40 million euro fee, so that's about 36 million pounds, plus 5 million in add-ons as well in euros, and a further 10% sell-on clause, which I believe will be on the profit. So that's the deal in principle. Now, yesterday it was a verbal deal. Obviously, it's been put, ink to paper now because he's doing his medical with Forest. The expectation is that this one's done quite quickly. Now, in terms of Ndoye, just to give you guys a bit more information on him, and we will do a full scout report, so we'll break him down for you, talk to you about his strengths, his weaknesses, etc. But he may not be the Elanga replacement, because when you break down his stats from last year, most of his games were played on the left-hand side of midfield. He played a lot on the right, so he's a player that's comfortable on either, and even a couple as a number 10 as well. And I think that's what's attracted him to Nuno. Nuno likes versatile players, likes players that he can utilise, be on the right, be on the left, and be what have you. He actually scored more goals, though, from the right-hand side last season than he did from the left. He's very two-footed, but I would have expected someone who's more so right-footed cutting in from the left-hand side would have been more comfortable to the goals. But because he's so comfortable on his weaker foot, he was able to get more goals on the right-hand side, but less assists. So there's a lot to like about this player. There is always a risk. There's always a risk on any player, even if they're from the Premier League, right? The whole Prem proven thing isn't the risk element. It's will they suit the style? Will they, settle in quickly? All these things. So whatever player we get is always going to be a risk. But I just got a good feeling he should settle in with no major problems at all. So expect the announcement to come shortly. As always, we'll keep you posted on that one. But let's get on to the rumours. This one excites me because one of my shopping list boys, who Forest put in a bid for earlier on in the season, now starting to gain a little bit of traction. Who am I talking about? Malick Fofana. Bring him to me, Forest. Bring him to me. This guy is still not sold. From Lyon will have to sell players. There is an expectation that pretty much all their decent players are going to be ripped out of that team, and they may find themselves in a bottom table battle, if not a relegation battle next season. But they have to because of the financial constraints. Malick Fofana, there was heavy links with him going to Everton. I've heard Leeds are in for him as well. And now rumours are emerging that Forest are about to throw their name back in the hat for him. That puts a smile on my face. I know they're only rumours, and normally I wouldn't bring you the little kind of, fringe rumours and what have you, but there's been accounts of like 500,000 followers on Twitter and everything talking about it, that Forest are reopening that can and thinking about putting a bid for Fofana. Marinakis, my guy, Greek father, if you're watching, get him in. This guy moves the needle for me and he would be exceptional for us. If it develops, I'll let you know. But I just thought I'd leave you that little teaser there. Let's see what happens. No one of any kind of high stature is collaborating the story yet, but I'm looking into it. If you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you later on the next video, be that today, be it tomorrow. So have your notifications on and keep an eye out for the new video coming on Patreon. Come on, you Reds.